What up, y'all? So, the biggest contrarians of the 90s that I know of came out of the vegan straight edge movement. I was a part of this movement back in the dizzle. And today, this movement spawned a lot of, this movement held a lot of principles. They were the vegan straight edgers were obviously against meat and dairy. They were against government corruption, against doing any high risk behavior, drugs and alcohol, promiscuous sex, all kinds of stuff. And so we did quite the opposite of what most people were doing back in the day, and cleaned up our acts. So along with this movement, there was a music that went along with it too. It was hardcore music. Hardcore music started in probably the 80s with the punk rock scene. There was regular punk. There was like commercial punk, regular punk, and then there was hardcore punk, which was a bit more underground. The straight edge movement, which was based off of being opposed to drugs and alcohol, started from a band called Minor Threat that came out of DC area. So East Coast, definitely hardcore scene started there, but it was perfected on the West Coast in the 90s. We will be delving into some of my favorite vegan straight edge songs, or vegan songs in general. This band here, Earth Crisis, is the most, you probably have to give them the most credit for us even knowing what veganism is, really. But we'll get into a little bit of the history on it. Yeah. So this band here, Gorilla Biscuits, this is probably my favorite vegan song just because it was one of the earliest ones I knew. And when I was kind of making my transition from veganism, or from punk rock kind of into more hardcore and stuff like that, Gorilla Biscuits was one of the first bands I listened to, because they were kind of more on the punk rock edge and kind of pretty brainy. A lot of hardcore music is very long-winded and brainy. But anyway, so this is the first song. This song's called Cats and Dogs. Very cute lyrics, very cute song. Mew.
Man's baby is beautiful. I'm touching it. They're not airplane. Get all the same. We make up the names and the love for them is real. Listen up. I gotta ask you, how can we be so cruel? Stay care. That's a lie. My true compassion is for all living things, and not just the one that I choose. So I do what I can. I wanna save lives, and I've got a plan. Under the table, only good dinner like the values we can't stand. What kind of meal would he make? We don't wanna ask you, if this shit is all that keeps them alive. Listen up, I gotta ask you, how can we be so cruel? Stay care, that's a lie. My true compassion for all living things, and not just the one that I'm used to, I do what I can. I wanna save lives, and I've got a plan. Why am I so upset? Don't even know the bed. I'm trying to press my will. I'm not the first to say no, it's all we wanna feel. We need to stay alive, but instead of lives we steal. I think we'd like to change, but most of us are stuck. But cats and dogs have all the luck.
Did I just do that entire? Oh no, I had muted myself. Okay. Jeez, I just thought did the whole intro from that. So anyway, yeah, Gorilla Biscuits, super cute song, obviously about the hypocrisy behind eating animals and having animals as friends. Hardcore shows were very I guess like how to explain it? I guess the only thing I could compare to a hardcore show would be like seeing an African tribe doing their crazy rain dance or something out in Africa in a surf hole. It's a very emotionally driven. It's all like someone made a joke to me once. Hardcore kids were all like dudes that are mad at their moms. But the shows, I'll show you. The shows were always very interactive. There are a lot of kids on the stage. Like at certain points in songs, there's big sing-alongs, and it looks like 300 kids are trying to steal the mic from the singer. And there's a certain kind of moshing that's involved that's quite a bit more violent than regular moshing. But it's kind of weird. It was its own very weird, niche, small, unique kind of thing. Whoops. And let me see. So this guy, where'd those videos go? Oh no, did I get rid of them? Hardcore, how to hardcore dance. Where is it? How to hardcore dance. So hardcore dancing, this is a pretty funny video. There's a lot of like hardcore kids that are dads and shit now making videos. So this is in a nutshell like your quintessential hardcore dance, but slowed down quite a bit. That's the two-step. Windmills. So it would be like a room full of people doing that, but way more intensely. Somehow. That video is hilarious. Somehow I have brain cells left from catching thousands of knees and elbows and fists and heads and stage diving and falling on my head. Gorilla Biscuits, actually, me and Allie got to see Gorilla Biscuits last year for the first time. They were broken up forever because Gorilla Biscuits is of the first generation of hardcore, like the early 80s, maybe even late 70s, 78, 79, literally when I was born, 45 years ago. So, they're of the first generation. Obviously, I wasn't of that generation. The youth of today and the Gorilla Biscuits and Bad Brains and Minor Threat. Those are all really good bands from the early 80s. I was more of I got into hardcore in the mid 90s, and the biggest band, as I was mentioning before. So that's the kind of like, that was a funny version of hardcore, but the kid dancing. This is called piling on. This is like when there's a really big sing along part. Like it just goes nuts. Yeah. So the shows were pretty gnarly, pretty fun. You could imagine. Well, okay. So I'll play. So Earth Crisis. They were the biggest band. They were the first band. So there were bands before that were vegan. What's up, pigs? There were bands before that were vegan and that had lyrics that were vegetarian or vegan lyrics. A lot of hardcore bands were very hardcore straight edge bands were very conscious of the environment and other sentient beings and people. It was all about taking care of yourself, as well as doing outreach to take care of others. And we were doing this stuff in, elementary school, junior high. I used to do set up tables with pamphlets about going vegan at the local high schools and stuff when I was a kid. But anyway, so Earth Crisis was the band that came out in the 90s that really like one of their albums is called Destroy the Machines, and it's all about destroying the machines that are cutting down the rainforest. And like there's the best, probably the best, my favorite vegan at least Earth Crisis song Their first album, All Out War, is just like it's basically like it's it's the most vegan lyrics you've ever heard in your life. Crazy stuff. And like as a kid, like reading these lyrics, like you could imagine, I don't know if you're watching now, but if you're vegan, you could imagine growing up and every other weekend going and meeting 250 other vegans to go watch a bunch of vegan bands who you loved. It was really fun being a part of this movement back in the day. I went to probably 3,000 hardcore shows. I had friends from all over the West Coast, on the East Coast, the Midwest. Had friends from all over the place for years. Super fun movement, super fun, positive movement to be a part of. But some of these lyrics are some of the most militant, hardcore, pro, or I don't want to say pro anything, but animal activist lyrics you've ever heard in your life. Do you listen to Embrace? Yeah, Embrace was dope. Embrace was really good. He also did the song with Al Jorgensen that was pretty sick. I think he did a couple songs with Al Jorgensen. It was called it wasn't called Pale Fire, it was Pale something. But yeah, Embrace was good. I had that 7-inch. It sounded a lot like the kind of more Minor Threat emo-y stuff before he went off to his other band. Rites of Spring was dope. Yeah. I just saw the other day that like Mineral and like all these emo bands are getting back together that were pretty rad. So yeah, let's get to some more music. So let's see. So this is Earth Crisis. This is one of their newer songs off of an album called Vegan for the Animals. You'll probably like these lyrics, but yeah, this is a good example of how vegan this band is. They're so to continue, Earth Crisis was probably in the 90s the biggest hardcore band. They were on the biggest label, and so their message, the vegan message, got out quite a bit through hardcore kids and their like 16 albums they have. Their first show I think was in 1989 or something. Like they've been a band a very long time. But there's some really old footage of them playing and playing to like nobody because no one was even doing this kind of music. This was when like Pantera was getting big, like this is kind of Earth Crisis started really in that golden era of metal, basically. They're hardcore, but they're a little bit like I would call them what's BT Bam, babe? What's it called? No, the other one. What's Tool? Prog metal. They're a little bit proggy because they're pretty good musicians, but you'll love these lyrics. Yeah, disengage the death machine. Disengage the death machine. Species torn from nature, with no visual decrease. From living beings to nothing more than mechanized routine machines.
authors confined in real breeds. Meat-carrying industries connect to end with the same fate. Disengage the death machine! Disengage the death machine! Decapitated in the abattoir. Wanting silver, the consequence. We're through bones and together again. Lost of your killing flow. Decapitated in the abattoir. Wanting silver, the consequence. We're through bones and together again. Every basic routine is in the freedom of movement. Unescapable insanity dominates every moment.
Yeah, so that's their new stuff. This band's been together 30 years. It's crazy. There's a lot of information out there on Earth Crisis. Very cool band. Carl, the singer, has been a animal rights activist for. He's probably the gnarliest animal rights activist I know. Really, how he's gotten the message out. But yeah, so Earth Crisis spread the word of veganism to tens and thousands of people in the 90s who had never heard the word before in their lives. I was vegetarian growing up, so the veganism thing, since it was a part of straight edge and hardcore, was very easy for me to go vegan. Back in the 90s, wasn't the most healthiest kid because I was just a child and I didn't know how to feed myself, and I lived off of soy milk, and I thought because I wasn't eating McDonald's every day that I was healthy, but I wasn't. Anyway, so yeah, let's look at we'll listen to another Earth Crisis song. So these two songs, so All Out War, this I gotta pull it up. So All Out War was their first 7-inch, and every single song on it is just brings a tear to my eye, and has since I was a kid. Great, just it's like, especially as like a teenage vegan hardcore militant vegan kid, listening to like seeing these lyrics and listening to this music really did something for me back then when I was a kid. But very deep lyrics for teenagers in the 90s. We'll probably just listen to the whole thing. Gives me goosebumps, this album. This time I'm not gonna. This time I'm not gonna let you slide. Aware of the truth, aware of the facts, the strength. Dark pit where you choose to remain.
Keep on with your killing, you can't tell you just fight yourself, so what is score? Cut, continue to flow with the close landing, evil prepare, war, all out war, all out war, all out war. Your kind, losing with every day. You're entitled to your own freedom, not to take others away.
That song was about basically veganism not being virtue signaling. Now, if they don't change, there's going to be all-out war. Why are you such a pussy, Race Lever? Why are you scared of hardcore? Scared of the loud music? This is the song, though. If you refuse to change, then you're guilty and must be destroyed. For innocent victims, we will attack. We will attack. We will attack. Jesus. Oh, Megadeth sucks though. Race Lever, you sound like a carnist demanding citations. Post the lyrics. Look them up, dude. The song title's right there. Do I gotta wipe your butt for you too? Yeah, I don't know, Devin. Megadeth's probably the worst. Yeah, that's a good song. I mean, that's I know the lyrics are dope, but they're just intolerable. Allie disagrees with me, I think, but yeah, Megadeth's pretty bad. But yeah, check out Earth Crisis. Their lyrics are the most. I know I there aren't lyric videos for these things, and I can't post more than one screen at the same time. Race Lever, so obviously I can't post the lyrics, but you can easily look them up. It's because I turned 46 yesterday, so I'm a officially a crotchety old man now, even more crotchety. So yeah, check out Earth Crisis. Veganism would not be where it's at right now without that band. Now we're gonna look at some more underground. This band, Left for Dead, they're Canadian boys. Chris Callahan's pretty cool dude. He's been vegan since the dawn of time. He's been in several bands. This was my favorite of all of his bands. And this song he wrote after hearing about a story of a lady dragging her car underneath a car to teach it a lesson. Really fast, really quick song. There's the lyrics, Race Lever. Did you see them? But now I got to go to the song. Yeah. Left 4 Dead's very good band. If you go to YouTube and put in Left 4 Dead hardcore, one of my favorite hardcore bands. Very fun. Chris was I liked all his bands he was in. He had really cool vocal style. But they're goofy Canadian kids. What do they know anyway? Hold on. Left 4 Dead. Wait, am I talking about Left 4 Dead or Chokehold? No, I'm talking about Left 4 Dead. Yeah, Skin Graft. Fast song. Super fast song. Here we go. Boom. I like this sound. This band is from earlier 2000s. So we're spanning some decades now.
Does anybody remember an asshole lady that dragged her fucking dog underneath her car to teach it a lesson? The song's called Skin Graft, anyway. Wait. No, don't wait. I don't care. Go,
Race
fucking
lover,
rock
you're
out with
such
your
a
cock
dick.
up. Go.
Cut off your head. That's what you. Woo! Yeah, they'd be that was definitely later on in my career. Got into them. They were an awesome band. But yeah, so the vegan straight edge thing was pretty cool. If any of you guys out there are struggling with drugs and alcohol and want to get into a hobby that has a that points you in that direction, getting into the straight edge thing, I would highly recommend. It was a lot of fun. It helped me not get into trouble when I was young, and it taught me ethics that I still hold today. And I know Devin's vegan straight. I think he's the only vegan straight edge in the house right now. I'm Cali vegan straight edge. Smoke weed, but that's it. Hey, thanks, Gino. I don't think I look 46 either. I think I might look 43. So yeah, that's Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead was a pretty rad band. Next, Chokehold. Here's the lyrics. I'll put them up so Race Lever can read them and be happy. I'll look them up for him. Chokehold, Burning Bridges lyrics. Boom. There we go. Yeah, this song's really dope. All these songs are basically about natural law being broken. Not having any care to put anything good into the world. Just living a satanic lifestyle of doing anything you want all the time and not caring about anyone else around you. People like this are suspended in adolescence. They're children. They never get to the stage of being a man. One of the steps of being a man is taking care of all living beings around you. And a lot of people, are misguided growing up. And we're misguided by the government and media and all kinds of stuff like that. And, we end up not living the life how we're supposed to live in accordance with natural law. And it's funny, it's taken me this long to connect back with all this stuff and see that that's, all the lyrics I was super stoked about, all have to do with these things I've relearned now. Old Raj calling. Yeah, so and a lot of the programming that we get from government is that men drink beer, men smoke cigarettes, men eat meat, drugs are fine, like all this stuff that definitely sure, in moderation, whatever, but most people don't get taught moderation. And where we are trained at birth by marketing people to consume as much as possible. But anyway, so let me look this up now. We got Chokehold, Burning Bridges. Oh, this song freaking makes me want to wiggle. This band, I believe, was Canadian also, and they were out during around the same time Left for Dead was out. I believe they even did a split 7-inch together. Both very good bands, very good Canadian bands. A lot of good bands came out of Canada. Left for Dead. That's also a pretty good video game. Whenever I look up this band, I'll only get video game ads. Burning Bridges. Oh, this song. I had like a Left for Dead shirt once and I never wore it because I was just like, oh, like this band. Oh, and you have to put hardcore in after, else it shows you the video game. Hold on one sec. What's going on here? Left for Dead, Burning Bridges, hardcore. Left for Dead's the band. Yeah, no, I just had it up. Oh, but there's some band called Burning Bridges. Hold on. Chokehold. No, Left for Dead was the last band. Come on, you guys. Help me out. I'm old. Help me with the things you can't see. Here we go. Ooh, this song's good. I mean, to me, growing up, this is a very nostalgic song. I know that the quality of recordings and on all this stuff isn't that good, but pretty awesome. When I was 16.
Turn the way to take you on your grind. Not a fucking preacher. What you have to know. You're next country. We should have the right on this side. You're just unaware. Can't play you. Just a system. War teaching us that the nation. That's the nation. Corporations are aware. The average person's not. Violence against 1 million of done. Going to liberate 1 billion. I know we're busting action again. Those who run the industry, but no one like them. Take them down and we must shoot. And must want them down. By the go! 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 Go!
All right, here it comes. Here it comes. There's the pylon sing-along part.
Liberation! Liberation! Human liberation! Will only come through education!
All these bands
And subjugation!
tell people to educate themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go again. Wait, no, hold on. Sorry. Yikes. This is a band called Snapcase. One of my favorite snares in music. Some lyrics for you, race lover. Yeah, Snapcase is super sick. Definitely check out Snapcase. That album especially really good. This next band was a band from Santa Cruz, California. When I lived there, they were like the local hero guys. Fury 66. Actually, Joe from Fury 66 got me into straight edge, but Good Riddance was the other big band in town. Very cool band. One of the better bands on Fat Records of that era. But this guy, the bass player Chuck, owns the Crepe Place in Santa Cruz. If you're ever there, the whole menu is vegan. He's vegan. He's been vegan forever. But this is one of the raddest vegan songs ever. Very underrated. This came out on Fat Records in like 2000 maybe, but really cool song.
Who will be that voice? Who will live that rise? Who want to demonstrate? I think that you realize incarcerated, innocent, setting is ignored. Slaughtered by the billions with a pseudo carnivores. What a waste of our time, of our land, of our humanity. Let's better doctors. You went to a laboratory. Don't you fucking get it? Bleeding flesh, it isn't right for you, for me, our children, the world, destroy their machines. Burn the slaughterhouses to the ground. Now it's time for us all to defend the oppressed. Come on! Made it murder! Living stupid, dead and rotting. I'm not survivors. We've got to make that change for you, for me, my children.
All right, y'all, we're signing off to get back on to do the podcast. Hopefully you guys all come over. VDT Live. We got Patty from One Great Work, Next News Network. One Great Work. Yeah. See you guys in a minute.